Storytime on how my crush became my bully. So, I transferred into a new school after a few days. So, this guy, let's call him Keith, he admitted saying, "You're my crush." I told him, "Oh cool." He was my crush as well. After 1 week I was just walking, then my crush just walked right up to me. I was shocked. Then he said, shocked, "I know what you did to my friend, you ugly fat loser." I said, "What did I do to her? I didn't even touch her." He said, "Don't you dare lie, loser." I told my mom. My mom was so mad because they are bullying me. I mean, who else wouldn't be mad? They got into detention. Then after that our principal called us. My principal was asking us what really happened, and then my principal said, "We will check the cameras to see who's lying." Then Keith's friend started freaking out. She's a girl, by the way. Then we watched the cameras. My crush found out that his friend is lying. She got detention for 1 week. After that she transferred school because my crush bullied her. Now my crush and I are friends, but he isn't my crush anymore. Story time about how my boyfriend was ignoring me, and you won't believe what happened. So I have a boyfriend named Eli. We always texted each other like 24/7. One day I told him hi, he didn't respond. The next day I said hello again. He didn't respond. I told my best friend, and guess what, she didn't respond. I thought it was everybody, but I texted my friend Pablo. He actually responded and we had a conversation. Then I decided to go to my boyfriend's house. I just opened the door with a key he gave me. And when I enter I see my boyfriend and my BFF cuddling on the sofa. I was so angry. I slapped my best friend and broke up with my boyfriend. He begged me to forgive him. I of course said no. But here is where it gets serious. The next day I received messages from both of them. They all said, "I am gonna kill you." I was kind of scared. I called 911 and they responded. I told them about the messages. The cops went to my boyfriend's house, but he wasn't there. Till this day they are looking for my boyfriend and best friend. But I'm actually glad they're gone. Okay, a little bit of background information. It was a normal Monday at school. It was in 5th grade and we were at gym and we were playing some game. Because we were bored of basketball. So there were 2 teams, the boys and the girls. The boys won, and we has enough time to do another round. So we did another round. And the boys won again. Anyways, we had 5 minutes left at this point. The teacher left and one girl got so mad because the boys won. So guess what she did to release her anger? She literally threw a ball at one boy because he got her out, and no, it was not in his arm, leg, head, torso, it was in his private spot. The teacher did not get her in trouble, just told the boy, "Better luck next time, boys, learn how to dodge." And the girls laughed. We talked about this and still do to this day. Story time on how I got my period in class. So one day I was at home getting ready for school. The usual. So I'm getting ready for school and I realize that my stomach is hurting a lot. I thought I just had stomach pains, so I told me mom. She didn't believe me and just said, "Hun, that's not going to work. You got to come up with a better excuse if you don't want to go to school." Like what the heck? Well, anyways, I go to school with my stomach hurting like crazy. So I'm in class and this popular girl notices that I'm curled up like a ball in my chair. So she says, "Does Mrs. Brainiac have stomach pains?" Too bad. I get so mad that I turn around and push her to the floor. The teacher wasn't in the class at the moment since it was break time. I get on top of her and start tackling her. She's always so mean to me and rude, so she deserved what happened next. So this is the best part. So I am done tackling her and get up. There is a huge blood stain on her shirt where I was sitting. She screams thinking she's going to die. I'm shocked, but then I realize that I also have a blood stain on the back of my pants. I realize what happened. So yeah, I practically smeared my period blood all over her shirt. As I should. Story time of how my best friend stopped being my friend and then tried to be my boyfriend 2 years later. So when I was in 3rd grade, I didn't have any friends. But this one boy who we will call Potato would always hang out with me. Well, one day he just stopped hanging out with me. I would try to talk to him but he would just ignore me. Back then I really wasn't the type to speak up about what I thought was right, so I kept my mouth shut. A year goes by and I'm in 4th grade. That year he asks to be friends again. I said okay. A couple of months go by and he stops being my friend again. A year later and I'm in 5th grade. It was the first day of school. I'm putting my stuff in my locker when Potato comes up to me, and once I close my locker he's right in front of me and says, "Hey there, sexy." I guess he thought I would shy away, but I just rolled my eyes and told him to shut up. He was so shocked that he just stood there like a deer caught in headlights. And I said, "What's wrong? You didn't expect me to stand up for myself?" And I then just walked away like a savage. Story time on how I and my older sister woke up late at 3 a.m. So it was summer break, so I and my sister were planning to do the 3 a.m. challenge. Neither of us believed anything bad would happen, but we were so wrong. So we set an alarm for 3 a.m. because neither of us would wake up so early, so the alarm went and I and my sister woke up. We started walking around. Nothing happened. All we heard was the dishwasher running. Then suddenly the dishwasher stopped running. It was weird because the dishwasher was supposed to be running for at least another hour. Seconds later we heard intense knocking. We thought it was just the dryer drying our clothing. Lol, I know we have so many things running at night. But anyway, we were wrong. I and my older sister heard it again. We started to get scared. So I clung to my sister the third time hearing it. It got annoying, so me and my sister worked up the nerve to see who it is. When we looked, we saw a man in a black suit, a black mask, everything. We started screaming. We woke our parents up and our other sisters woke up because of our screaming. They heard the knock and looked. They actually opened the door. The man threatened that he would be back soon if we didn't give him money. So we called the police looking for him. He was arrested and everything was okay. Let this be a warning not to mess around at 3 a.m. and also sorry it's so long. Here's a scary story. I was chilling in my backyard calling my friend and we were laughing about random things. Then I heard a random voice say, "It's not funny." I was really scared and told my friend, but she did believe me, so I kept on telling her that it was true and she hung up on me. I tried to call her back but she never answered. I ran inside and I heard a knock on the door. I answered it and it was a note that said, "It's not funny." I screamed loud enough that my mom came in and asked me what was wrong. I showed her the note and she did nothing but call the police. Apparently, that guy was a creepy stalker that escaped from jail only 2 days before. So, I was sleeping. I woke up to my little sisters being loud. Oh, almost forgot background information. I have 3 little sisters and 1 brother. I'm the eldest girl out of all of us. Me and my sisters are best friends with one of our neighbors. Let's call her Stacy. It turns out Stacy invited us to a pool party again. My mom and Stacy's mom are friends too. So my mom agreed and got my little sisters ready. I was still asleep but I heard everything. My little sister, let's call her Mia. She woke me up and told me the news and that I had to get ready. Time skip. We walked across the street to her house and went to her backyard where her pool is. After a while we joked around and I finally learned how to swim. One of my little twin sisters called me over. I was on the deep end and I was holding a wall because I couldn't float. I saw a bee in my face trying to land on me. I started freaking out and let go of the wall. I fell in the water and I closed my eyes because I hate when water gets in my eyes. I couldn't breathe. I was drinking so much water. After I stopped drinking the water, I slowly ran out of air. I remember what Stacy told me to do when I'm drowning or need to get out the water. Put your hands in the air and pull down as fast as you can. She told me, so I did that a couple of times and failed. So I tried one more time. I gave up and watched myself sink to the bottom thinking this was the end. I already ran out of breath. Then I thought to myself, no, I can't die without saying bye to my dad first. Know that I am a very suicidal person, and my dad lives in